Good evening. This is Akashwani and I am Nishit Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Papua New Guinea to a grand welcome to jointly host FIPIC summit with his Papua New Guinea counterpart James Marape tomorrow. Prime Minister virtually addresses 76th World Health Assembly in Geneva, says India is committed to make every effort to build a healthier world. Third meeting of G20 Working Group on Tourism to begin in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir tomorrow. Heavy rains disrupt normal life in Bengaluru, 1 killed. RBI clarifies 10 notes of 2,000 rupees can be exchanged at a time from the bank without obtaining any requisition slip. First batch of over 380 pilgrims to leave Delhi tonight for this year's Hajj. And in IPL, Mumbai Indians beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 8 wickets in Mumbai. Second match underway between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Gujarat Titans in Bengaluru. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Papua New Guinea a short while ago on the second leg of his three-nation tour to Japan, Papua New Guinea and Australia. He was received by Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, James Marape, and witnessed a guard of honor on his arrival at Port Moresby. This is the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Papua New Guinea. The Prime Minister will tomorrow jointly host the third summit of the Forum for the Indo-Pacific Islands Cooperation FIPIC with his Papua New Guinea counterpart James Marape. The forum was launched during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Fiji in November 2014. The FIPIC includes India and 14 Pacific Island countries. Prime Minister Modi will have bilateral engagements with his counterpart Mr. Marape. He will also meet Governor-General Bob Dade. Earlier, the Prime Minister held talks with his UK counterpart Rishi Sunak and Brazilian President Lula da Silva on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Hiroshima, Japan. Mr. Modi and Mr. Sunak reviewed India-UK strategic partnership and took stock of progress in India-UK free trade agreement negotiations. On his talks with Brazilian President, Mr. Modi said in a tweet, India and Brazil will keep working together to deepen trade ties. They discussed diversifying cooperation in sectors like agriculture and defense. The leaders exchanged views on regional developments. In his opening remarks at the session, Mr. Modi said the situation in Ukraine is an issue of humanity and human values. He pointed out that India has said from the very beginning that dialogue and diplomacy is the only way out. He said India has always been of the opinion that any tension, any dispute should be resolved peacefully through dialogue. He said it is necessary that all countries respect UN Charter, international law and sovereignty and territorial integrity of all countries. In a tweet he said it has been a fruitful visit to Japan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that in a future full of challenges, India is committed to make every effort to build a healthier world. In his virtual remarks for the 76th World Health Assembly being held at Geneva, Mr. Modi said India's ancient scriptures teach us to view the world as one family. He said India is working during its G20 presidency on the theme of One Earth, One Family, One Future. He expressed happiness that the WHO's first global center for traditional medicine is being established in India. Mr. Modi said he was also glad that the world is recognizing the importance of millets through the International Year of Millets. The Prime Minister said India shipped almost 300 million vaccine doses to over 100 countries during COVID, and many of these countries were from the global south.
The COVID-19 pandemic showed us the need for greater collaboration in healthcare. The pandemic also highlighted a need to boost global health equity. During a crisis, India showed its commitment to international cooperation. We shipped almost 300 million doses to over 100 countries. I'm sure that supporting equal access to resources will be a top priority for the WHO in the coming years.
Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir is all set to host the third Tourism Working Group meeting of G20 members starting tomorrow. The meeting will continue until the 24th of May. This is the first international event taking place in Jammu and Kashmir after it became a union territory in 2019. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, through his monthly Awam Ki Awaaz radio program today, called upon the citizens of the Union Territory for their active support and contribution for the successful conduct of the event. Mr. Sinha said G20 meeting will certainly inspire people of Jammu and Kashmir and infuse new enthusiasm, new confidence in the society to build future of the Union Territory.
अमृतकाल में प्रगति की तरफ अग्रसर यूनियन टेरिटरी के लिए हजारों साल पुरानी सांस्कृतिक विरासत को प्रदर्शित करने का यह बहुत बड़ा अवसर है। वन अर्थ, वन फैमिली, वन फ्यूचर पर आधारित यह आयोजन जम्मू कश्मीर के 1 करोड़ 30 लाख नागरिकों की आकांक्षाओं का प्रतीक भी है। इस कार्यक्रम के सफल आयोजन से हम पूरे विश्व को दिखा सकते हैं कि नई ऊर्जा के साथ आज जम्मू कश्मीर शिखर की तरफ अग्रसर है। ये आपका आयोजन है और इसे सफल बनाने की जिम्मेदारी भी आप सबके कंधों पर है।
Addressing a pre-event press conference at SKICC in Srinagar, Union Secretary of Tourism Arvind Singh said that the G20's third tourism working group meeting presents a unique opportunity to highlight the tourism potential and cultural richness of the region. He also said the event is also aimed at reviving economic opportunities in several sectors in the Union Territory. The Environment and Climate Sustainability Working Group ECSWG meeting under India's G20 presidency is underway in Mumbai. The meeting is a critical step in fostering the efforts of the G20 countries, inviting countries and international organizations towards a sustainable and resilient future. On the first day of the meeting, a beach cleanup campaign was organized at the Juhu Beach in Mumbai, followed by the Ocean 20 dialogue aimed at promoting a sustainable and climate-resilient blue economy. Panel discussions were held on topics related to emerging technologies to facilitate sustainability in the maritime domain, ocean governance, building capacities to facilitate sustainable ocean practices, and equitable distribution of benefits from traditional and new blue economy sectors. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. Normal life was thrown out of gear as several parts of Bengaluru city witnessed heavy downpour this afternoon. Over a dozen places reported waterlogging and uprooting of trees. A woman was killed after the car in which she was travelling submerged in neck-deep water in the KR underpass. The victim was travelling from Vijayawada to the city along with her family members. The family members were rescued by the fire and emergency department personnel and taken to a hospital. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has ordered an inquiry into the mishap. He has instructed municipality officials and city police commissioner to take preventive measures to avoid such incidents. Reserve Bank of India, RBI, today has said that people can exchange 10 notes of 2,000 rupees at a time from the bank without obtaining any requisition slip. RBI further clarified the people will also not be required to submit their identity proof at the time of exchange for up to a limit of 20,000 rupees. RBI has said members of the public may deposit 2,000 rupees banknotes into their bank accounts or exchange them into banknotes of other denominations at any bank branch by the 30th of September this year. The 2,000 rupees notes, however, will continue to be legal tender. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India had decided to withdraw 2,000 rupees denomination banknotes from circulation. Union Minister of Minority Affairs, Smriti Irani, along with Minister of State for External Affairs, Meenakshi Lekhi, will see off the first batch of Hajj pilgrims tonight at Indira Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi. The flight carrying 381 Hajj pilgrims will be the first flight from Delhi. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena and members of the Delhi State Hajj Committee will also join the ministers. Over 22,000 Hajj pilgrims will depart in several batches from Delhi. 140,000 pilgrims have been selected across the country to perform Hajj this year through the random digital selection process. As the Narendra Modi government is completing 9 years in office this month, Akashwani News brings a series of special stories on the initiatives taken by the government. Today, we will take a look at how the economy has grown in the last 9 years. Despite the shocks of COVID-19, Russian-Ukraine conflict, and other global issues, agencies worldwide have projected that India will be the fastest growing major economy at 6.5 to 7%. We have a report.
India became the 5th largest economy of the world by overtaking the United Kingdom last year. It is the result of the persistent, methodical and well thought through efforts of the central government that Indian economy overtook major economies like Russia, Italy, Brazil, France and UK one by one. Leading economist Uday Tardarkar explains various initiatives taken by the government and its effect on the Indian economy.
The early projects like digitization, production link incentive, Atmanirbhar project has really paid off, and these projects have given thrust even to a sector like defense. Demonetization, implementation of GST, lowering of corporate tax is showing astonishing results, and RBI's efforts to control inflation is visible in India in spite of the whole world struggling to do it.
In the last 9 years, the government has introduced a slew of reforms in all major sectors. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a clean, decisive and stable government has laid foundation for sustainable growth, and the world today recognizes India as a bright star. Prarthana, Akashvani News, Mumbai.
Akashvani News has started a weekly news bulletin in Gondi, a major dialect of the tribal community in Chhattisgarh from today. Chhattisgarh Governor Bishwa Bhushan Harichandan virtually launched the weekly Gondi News Bulletin in a program organized at Raj Bhavan, Raipur today. Governor has congratulated Prasar Bharati and Akashvani for this initiative.
आकाशवाणी छत्तीसगढ़ में हिंदी, छत्तीसगढ़ी और हल्बी में प्रादेशिक समाचार बुलेटिन पहले से ही प्रसारित कर रहा है। अब आपको गोंडी बोली में न सिर्फ देश दुनिया के समाचार मिलेंगे, बल्कि सरकार आपकी हित में कौन सी योजनाएं चला रही है और क्या कदम उठा रही है, यह जानकारी भी मिल सकेगी। मैं सभी को और प्रसार भारती तथा आकाशवाणी को इसके लिए बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
Prasar Bharati CEO Gaurav Dwivedi also addressed the program through video conferencing. He highlighted the action plan of Prasar Bharati to broadcast programs and news in the language and dialects of different communities of the country, and also the efforts to expand the network of Akashvani and Doordarshan across the country. Director General of All India Radio, Dr. Vasudha Gupta, was also present on the occasion. She said that this news bulletin is an important milestone in the continuous journey of Akashvani to provide fair and balanced news to the people with the motto Bahujan Hitai, Bahujan Sukhai. We have more from our correspondent.
Today marks a milestone in the long and successful journey of Akashvani News. The weekly news bulletin in the local dialect Gondi of Bastar division of Chhattisgarh has been launched. Governor of Chhattisgarh, Bishwa Bhushan Harichandan, virtually inaugurated the bulletin today in a function held at Raj Bhavan, Raipur. The 15-minute weekly news bulletin in Gondi will be broadcast from Jagdalpur Kendra of Akashvani every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. on medium wave. It can be heard in all the 7 districts of Bastar division. Along with this, live streaming of this bulletin will also be done on News on AIR app. This is the first time that a news program in Gondi dialect has been launched by any major news media. This is Vikalp Shukla for Akashvani News, Raipur.
In IPL cricket, the Mumbai Indians defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 8 wickets at the Wankhede Stadium this evening. An unbeaten century by Cameron Green led Mumbai Indians to complete the 201-run chase in just 18 overs in their final group stage match of the tournament. The win has kept Mumbai alive in the playoff race, while the Rajasthan Royals, who were also in contention, have been eliminated. Earlier put into bat, Sunrisers Hyderabad posted 200 runs in the stipulated 20 overs. Mayank Agrawal with 83 and Vivrant Sharma with 69 were the top scorers for Hyderabad. Akash Madhwal picked up 4 wickets for Mumbai Indians. The other match of the day between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Gujarat Titans is underway at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Gujarat Titans have won the toss and opted to bowl. Royal Challengers Bangalore were 87 for 3 in 9.3 overs when reports last came in. And in archery, India finished second in the medal tally with 3 medals in the compound section in the World Cup Stage 2 at Shanghai today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Papua New Guinea to a grand welcome to jointly host FIPIC summit with his Papua New Guinea counterpart James Marape tomorrow. Prime Minister virtually addresses 76th World Health Assembly in Geneva, says India is committed to make every effort to build a healthier world. Third meeting of G20 Working Group on Tourism to begin in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir tomorrow. Heavy rain disrupts normal life in Bengaluru, 1 killed. RBI clarifies 10 notes of 2,000 rupees can be exchanged at a time from the bank without obtaining any requisition slip first batch of over 380 pilgrims to leave Delhi tonight for this year's Hajj. And in IPL, Mumbai Indians beat Sunrisers Hyderabad by 8 wickets in Mumbai. Second match underway between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Gujarat Titans in Bengaluru. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.